it's a pretty old PS2 game, but yeah. Got a new memory card plugged in, so shouldn't fuck with my old saves. Alright, so every Monday I'm going to be recording one of these. I don't know when they'll be exactly put out, but I'm assuming every Tuesday, maybe every Monday. Let's get into it. We're going to be playing as Steve today. Steve the Rose Duelist. We're going to skip the duel, because I already know how the duels work. This is going to be a let's play, not a tutorial. I'm not going to be explaining everything I do. If you do decide to play this game, these are random every time. You get a random set of 3 that you get to choose from. Just to be as annoying as possible, I'm going to choose this one. That, and it's required to farm a certain enemy's cards without struggling. Is, well, not really, just the fact that having water cards is required. Of power emanating from you, I believe an introduction is in order. I am Seto, leader of the Rose Crusaders. There are members of our little group who prefer to call me by the name C. Rosencruz. Yeah, I'm not the best with names. I ask you again, what brings you here, Seto? Mind your manners, old man. What else would bring me here? I've come for the red rose cards. After all, it was you who showed me how the summoning capabilities would evolve when the red rose cards are combined with the transport powers of the white rose cards. You aren't thinking of attempting the forbidden rose summoning. If so, then the red rose cards must never fall into your evil hands. Card sorcery taps into the powers of the ancient ones. By their very nature, each card is a double-edged sword that can be cut both ways. The rose cards alone harness tremendous power. There's no telling what horrors one might unleash to the world by combining both red and white. I will sacrifice my own life if need be to prevent any from uttering the spell of doom. The spell of doom, fool? The 16 red and white rose cards grant power over all. Druid legend has twisted the true meaning of these cards. We Rose Crusaders have sworn to create a utopia free from the ravages of war. We intend to accomplish this with the power of these cards, and we shall do so by extending the rule of Richard III throughout the known world. By the way, It was clever of you to form a circle of red rose cards within the white rose barrier to summon the rose duelist. But you were foolish to come alone. This area is surrounded, and if you want to leave with your life, you will do so only by handing over the red rose cards. Me? A fool? Then what about you? Are you fool enough to actually believe the red rose cards would remain here in my possession? Right after the summoning, I had the cards dispersed among our best duelists to keep them from you. Talented hands. Tainted hands. Then you leave me with but one option. I shall enlist the aid of your precious rose duelist. You take leave of your senses. And you speak too soon, old man. Heed my words, duelist. If you wish to return to your proper time period, you will require 16 cards of the red and white roses. The red and white positions must be laid out in reverse of the summoning order to send you home. You know the spell? Since you need 16 rose cards just as much as we do, I promise a partnership. Help us gather the cards, and I shall guarantee your return after we've achieved our ultimate goal. An absurd proposal. Do you think the Honorable Steve would even lend an ear to you? Ridiculous proposal. Can you be so sure, old man? Let me see. Simon's side has 8 of the red rose cards, while my side, the Rose Crusaders, has possession of the 8 white rose cards. As the numbers are even, simple arithmetic indicates that you could side with either of us. But I'm sure you'll take into account who's winning this war. After all, who was desperate enough to summon you in the first place? I think it's quite clear which is the which side is better positioned to send you home. Steve, heed not the words of this power-hungry lunatic. Simon, must you resort to name-calling? I'm hurt. I'll tell you what. Why don't we leave the decision to our dear duelist? After all, Simon, the duelist's future is not for us to decide now, is it? Well, yes, but... Splendid. In keeping with the tradition of the old Temple Guardians, I offer you a choice, duelist. Here are 2 roses. The white represents me, and the red represents old Simon here. For the sake of justice, choose the red rose cards. Stand by my side, duelist. Choose the white rose. I'm gonna choose the white. Nah, y'all thought I was choosing the white rose. How disappointing. Oh well. You've made your choice, and I respect that. For now, I will guarantee you safe passage until you've met with Yuki. After all, I don't want our little game to end too quickly. That wouldn't be sporting. I look forward to the day when we meet again, duelist. Until then. Yeah. The whole plot of your character is they just want to go home, so I'm gonna side with the good guys. Duelist, I am Yuki. Actually, Henry Tudor is my name, but I find it tiresome, so you may call me Yuki. I'm sure Simon explained our situation, but it's not only right that I request your services myself. I need you to return to England and put an end to the threat of the Rose Crusaders. Their white rose cards form a barrier that prevents my armies from setting foot on the British soil. Although we Celts have the red rose cards, we are but inheritors who are unable to wield their full power. In hopes of reversing our fortunes, we gambled on the Druid legend that spoke of the Rose Duelist. According to the same legend, one must use a deck whose cost is lower than an opponent's to capture a rose card of another color. I believe that it is important that you keep this in mind. The cost of your deck should not exceed the cost of your opponent's deck. I would like you to note that our resources have been pressed to the limit, requiring us to invade England by August. My troops will land in Milford Haven, Wales, and march on to face the enemy at Bosworth Field. I can already tell. People from England are just going to be like, that's not how you say it. That's not how you say it. Having all of the Rose Crusaders out of commission by this time would be ideal, but as that might prove difficult, any reduction of their force would be appreciated. Alright then, let us part company and reunite in Bosworth. Simon will provide you with details as to where and when we'll meet once more. Oh, I'm gonna get flack for not saying half the shit right in this. And don't even get me started on some of the names you're about to hear me try and pronounce later. There's a simple card I hope to gain, so because that card is too powerful to not go after. First, we gonna deal with Weevil. Weevil Underwood. One of the easiest names to pronounce in history. Said nobody ever. Now, I just want to be clear and state that I have no clue how to use this kind of deck, as my previous decks have all been zombie decks, or fiend decks. I hope I can make this entertaining, but probably gonna lose once or twice. Special effects. Your water card. I don't know how strong his units are, so I'm just gonna put these in defense. Can never tell. I'm calling them units. Try not to curse this game. Get you real angry if you let it. I wonder if I combine the two of you, do you make something? No. Nope. Seems like I am not fusing anything correctly right now. Oh no. Oh no. Like I said, I've never used, and I'm doing this without any cards that I would have illegitimately potentially gotten. So, this is going to be the easiest duel ever, but I'm gonna I didn't know that would fuse. You still need to move back. I don't know if bugs move twice in forest. That would probably be something that's good to know. They do. Yeah, like I said, I'm trying to keep from using cards that I would have to use codes to get, because I want to show you guys how to get all of the cards that I would typically use. However, I might have to just the power of cheating to bring some in. Now, this guy is real strong. He's a man-eating shark. No. Now, the big problem with getting cards from fighting this guy is he doesn't have any cards you want. So if you make an insect deck, this Fighting Weevil's not going to get you any good cards. Except for maybe some spells. You have to defeat one of these monsters for it to go in the graveyard for you to get it, so... Even then, there's only a chance with spells, traps, and monsters that they appear. You just get what I often end up getting is just a bunch of fake traps, which are no good. Water spellcaster. Let's try combining the two of you. No? Well, at least you're strong enough if I put you in defense. All spaces within range of one space transfer to C. That's what I need for defensive reasons. So that would be good for defense, but I'm gonna wait a turn. Now there's one card that's extremely broken in this game when fighting the AI. Only one AI has it. And that's... I'm not gonna spoil it. There are a few cards that can be extremely broken if you fight someone who doesn't have it. Have advantage. What is this guy? All water cards, like waters and serpents, so... By the way, when checking if something's gonna fuse, always use the stronger card on the weaker card. If it doesn't fuse, you'll keep the stronger card. Feeling that one of those cards is a trap. By that I mean I can guarantee you that one of those cards would have to be a trap. Oh. Yeah, Penguin Knight's pretty good. hope that that's a machine monster. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to defend against that. At least I'll see what it is. Oh. Yeah, no, some of my monsters can handle that. An important thing to watch for when you build your deck, other than deck costs, effects on monsters. Displays all opponents' monsters and face. That would be useful if it was useful, but he's probably going to attack that if I don't attack him first. If I put that in defense, he's just strong enough to compete with it. I'll use the spell. Let's watch this one. So that's the terrain. Strong enough to kill it. I could. You are not. Leave you face up and attack. Switch you to defense. My hope is that I can get it to attack its monster and take life points of damage. So what that's going to do is it's going to give me the life points in desperate need of. Typically, the AI does not attack if you have a ton of strong monsters. They're not going to just straight up attack. And that ends up being a problem a lot of the time. Oh, it didn't fuse. Oh well. That is a very good effect. We're gonna wait to use that. Why are we waiting? Where's your star? Man-eating shark gets pulled back. Technically but you're going to be weaker. So now we're going to use it after putting you down. Because that 300 puts you at 1,000. And then once this thing gets flipped, so we want him to attack that. Now, Weevil's a bit of a coward, so he's just going to sit there behind his arm. Monster's not attacking. Use that with... Let's try it. Nope. Did not fuse. However, that's a dragon. So it, oh. Let's look at the enemy's graveyard. Alright, nothing too powerful. Got a very large graveyard. Oh, what? The effect didn't go in place? I guess I gotta stand it up myself. Oh. I'm now at 50 life points. Jesus. Yeah, I can't kill that thing on its own turf. I'm just hoping to get a few. Let's put you in defense. You're useful. Now they're probably gonna go for the attack on that. Which would kill me if they got off. So this is another card that's just going to make it so that my monsters are stronger. Harsh battle, but what is this? Fiend. Fiend and warrior? No. Pretty sure Fiend and a dragon would make something, but I don't want to take the risk right now. I'm going to leave that powered up keep moving forward. At least I know they're strong enough to take on some of the opponent's stronger monsters. Unless they have a trap that'll instantly spellbind. Stronger monster. Remove that monster from the field, thank you. Now, something you have to be mindful of, the reason you see the fluctuating patterns is that depending on the monster, certain terrains make it weaker or stronger, and some just straight up murder it. So, that's something to be mindful of. For example, it could be strengthened by 500 or weakened by 500. Later on, you'll see the terrain. How later on, might be in this video, might be in the next one. A terrain that kills literally everything. Not everything. If it's weak enough, it survives. Are you weakened? Use this to wear that out. Unfortunately, I have the max number of monsters I can have out right now. And I'm not sure of all of the freaking anything else yet, so... Oh shit. Should have put that one in defense. I don't even know why it shows you that when you've lost. It just goes to show that I am not ready to fight him yet over Rex. Let's try fighting Rex with the deck I have. Now, the cool thing about Rex is that he fights with mostly monsters that I could probably kick the ass of if I got the correct plants. I think you two would fuse. So I got fusion now. I want to get that this farce. We just tried to fuse something, but we didn't have nothing to fuse. Just because I don't have anything in the deck worth holding on to. Right now my goal is to make this strong enough to where in one turn of them attacking it while it's in defense, taking life point damage and attacking back, it can destroy the opponent. That is the easiest way for someone with a very weak deck to beat someone with a strong deck. Do you not count as aqua? This one might be as strong as it's gonna get. Yeah, see, that one's just barely able to defend. Now I get to see what that is. How many life points are you going to deal to me if I... Let's try merging you and you. No? Okay. have till the end of this turn to get this spot to have a strong enough monster. I'm gonna put you in defense first. Let it attack. It's stronger. Even though technically that's the strongest monster I have. This is how you beat freaking Rex. Now that monster's stuck in attack position. And powered up. So they're only going to take 2,000. But look at how low he is now. He's dead. He's got to be real careful from now on with the attacks. Unless he uses his spell card that the AI likes to use. At which time I would probably be screwed over. You and then you're a fiend. You're a fiend and a fiend? No. Bring you down by 500, yeah. Decide what to do. Terminus. It's a serpent, not a dragon, so it's not going to be kind of fiendish dragon. Let's try that maybe. I'm pretty sure I've seen most monsters in the deck, but I'm not fully aware of what I didn't take note or anything. I only kept a track of certain monsters, and only because they were strong enough for me to actually care. First, let's see what we can use. No. Now I want to test something. No, alright. That was a temporary power-up or a fusion. How many life points am I taking? It's only spellbound for one more turn, but monster. Now, when that attacks, there will be no match. It's just the waiting game. So when they attack, they'll lose another 500 points of attack. Being on ground that makes them weaker. Ow. Bad. Can't make it stronger. Don't want to remove. Sure, could I put them in defense mode just to add injury insult? 1,000 damage is enough. This means I can't get the card. Never mind. If I left it in defense, I wouldn't be able to get the card because I didn't destroy it. This is how you get cards. Oh shit! I got false traps. A false trap. Not a very good card to get. I'm gonna give myself just one card from the code list because I want to show you guys some of the cards that are harder to get, and I want to show you how it works. Alright, so always save after every battle you win. So you go to deck. On your joystick. On your right joystick. Now, what card is the question? And I'm gonna go with a card that every water deck should have. And the people might disagree with if you could choose any one card to get this, would this be the card? But for me, it's just important to have the correct terrain. This is also me showing you the code for the card. So, at least you'll be able to get any card that I grab. If I can find it on the list. Now, there are some cards that you can't get with the codes, too, which is important as to why. Hopefully, and I haven't done it before, I can show you guys in this playthrough an example of getting a unique, or the unique version of a card, as well as, or card art of the card, as well as the extra card you get if you get all three of the same. That's not the easiest thing to do. And it doesn't work with fake traps, so. Correct. There we go. As you can see, I have a lot of cards that are just monsters, which is how the game starts you off, but it is firmly my belief having a ton of low-level monsters is not a great way of starting. Again, I would suggest you save after every time you edit your deck. If you don't save often, you might lose your progress. Now down here, if you're doing a zombie deck, this is the guy you want. This is the guy you want. You want to try and get. Now he has a very low deck cost, but you want to get his main card if you want a zombie deck. His leader unit, you want it. Now we can easily take out Weevil. Oh, Jesus. Hour-long videos.